Still in the craft room, and I just wanted to share with you some special pieces of fabric that I've had for years. These are Francis Price screen print Samoa, and this is in the autumnal shades. I must look this up. I think it's probably from the 50s. It's quite a nice big piece, and anybody that loves textiles will know this feeling of it's almost too beautiful to cut up. Really, I should make a tunic or some trousers out of it if I was brave, but it's beautiful. And I've also got this one as well. It's by the same person, and it's also got the same screen print number and name, the Samoa Francis Price once again. Lovely colours. I've also found some toweling. Look at that. I wish they'd make things like this now. That's an old piece. I found some of my old materials that I was gifted a few years back. This is probably flannel for making trousers with, or once again tunics, school tunics, and we used to call them tunics. They're probably pinafore dresses, also known as. And then I've got this beetroot colour with the blue stripe through it. What else have I got? I've got this lovely material. There's quite a bit of this. I think there's probably a couple of yards of that. It's like a khaki green. There we are, look. 1.5 yards, 1.24 wide. So, and they're in yards, these. 1 3/4 yards, 60-inch wide. That should have been £1.89. That would make a perfect pair of trousers or a pinafore dress, tunic, whatever. And this is a wider pinstripe. 2 yards, 60-inch wide, and they were gifted to me as well quite a few years ago. I've got loads of upholstery fabric, this rust and this beautiful material. As you can see, there's a big pile of it. When you're tidying things up like this, you've got to make it look a mess, in my opinion, before it starts to look better. It's my theory and I'm sticking to it. I've made it look better on there. Yes, there is still a lot of stuff. I've got rid of some stuff, and some of the things I've had to unfortunately go into the bin. Things that were no use to man nor beast that for some strange reason I'd saved. You know me, if it's any good I'll pass it on or I'll take it to a charity shop. I've taken so many things to charity shops over the years. I'm a user and a provider. I did work at Oxfam for 10 years, well over 10 years. I used to buy in the Oxfam trade-in, and this is one of the horses that I bought in and I purchased whilst I was working there. There we are. As I say, there's still a lot to do. That's my Desiderata poem hanging on the airing cupboard. When myself and my husband got together, the first Christmas, we both bought each other identical gifts. We didn't know what each other was buying, and we probably bought half a dozen things and they were all identical. It was so odd. But I had this Desiderata also on a card before I met my husband, and I can remember being at a very low ebb in life, and I read the Desiderata and it pulled me back up. So if if ever you get a chance, read it. It's lovely. So, still got all my books, all my bits on the top. I have managed to sort this out quite a lot. I'd got a lot of baskets with nothing in. I got a lot of tins with nothing in. That is once again a fault that I've had, but I'm trying to rectify it. I've not shut the door and walked away. I am going to go through it, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. I've made a big pile of doom behind me, because the thing is with me, when I start looking at things, I get very interested. This being the point in case. Anybody that's watched me for a long time will know that we've got a narrowboat. Our friends that have passed away now, one of my friends was called Hemlock. And when his wife had got dementia and she went into a home, he took up needlework, and he was very embarrassed to tell me what he was doing. And I said to him, just bring it along to the boat club and do it. People will get used to you doing it, and your friends are your friends, aren't they? You know, anybody that's not, just let them carry on going. You know, it was a lovely thing. Anyway, he did make this particular pattern of cross stitch. It's quite a few pages long, for Jenny, my other friend. She was the person that fell in the water and didn't make it, and I grew a tree for her out of a conker that she'd given me. So it's like a whole chain of events. Hemlock died before Jenny. Hemlock had got another boat, and Jenny and Mick had got a different boat. And when Hemlock was poorly and in hospital, he said to Jenny, I won't be able to finish your cross stitch. And she said, it doesn't matter, I'll have it unfinished. And so he gave it her and then passed away. And she had it on the wall of a boat, unfinished. You know, it was nearly finished, 90% of it. And when he passed away, she gave me these charts. She also gave me his frame and a little pincushion that's a panda. So they're always with you, aren't they? Always with you. So that's the thing that happens with me. I start to pull things out, and they just remind me of people and places. This picture here reminds me of a boat that we used to have called Robin, and the fairy is like the one that we had when I was little in the 60s. You know, it's a lot of these are memories, aren't they? And I think that's why it takes me a long time to get things done, because I find them intriguing. But then you've got to tell yourself, well, you've got an interest in life, haven't you? You're interested in things, so don't beat yourself up about that. I've managed to put labels on things. Woohoo! So they're my sewing patterns. They're my toy sewing patterns. What other things have I put labels on? Oh, over here, look. Large cotton bobbins. That one's got a label around the other side. I know it's my patchwork. I'm trying to label as much as I can. Then it gives me a clue, doesn't it? But I'm happy with what I'm doing. And that's all that matters. Bye. Wish me luck.